Good Tuesday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, another hot, windy day on tap for the tri-state area.
Yeah, Joe, we've got this upper level low and low pressure system that'll be coming over the northern Colorado Rockies here later this afternoon and evening. And out ahead of that, we're going to have these gusty south-southeasterly winds out there this morning. They're right now gusting around 18 miles per hour in that Oberlin and Norton area, and we expect them to pick up as the afternoon moves on and that low pressure gets closer to the area. We're calling for 35, maybe 45 mile an hour gusts as we go through that afternoon hour before that low pressure moves through here. Temperatures are starting out this morning in the lower 60s out there along the Kansas-Colorado border with 62 in Burlington, 63 in Goodland. We got 66 in Oberlin and 63 in Oakley. Afternoon temperatures for the next several days will be up there in those upper 80s to low 90s. We expect to hit 90 degrees today. Tomorrow we may dip down a little bit into the middle to upper 80s and back up to around 90 to end the week, Thursday and Friday. And then we'll have some cool fronts and another upper level low that'll go through over the weekend. So over the weekend, we've got another shot for some shower and thunderstorm activity after another round here later today and this evening. And that's when we're hoping to pick up some moisture to start catching up on this drought deficit that we're seeing across the region. We are in moderate to severe drought out here in northwest Kansas. We got some areas that are 5 to 6 inches behind in precipitation, and we definitely need to catch some rain to get out there and plant that wheat. What we got going on this afternoon, we do expect a line of showers and storms to develop out there in northeastern Colorado this afternoon, work their way to the Three Corners tri-state area around that 7 or 8 p.m. Some of that activity initially out there to the west could be severe with wind gusts and hail up to 1 inch and those wind gusts around 65 miles per hour. Once that activity moves into the Three Corners area, the southwest Nebraska, northwest Kansas, during the later evening into the early morning hours, it looks like it'll become more of a rain type event, maybe some of those 55 mile an hour winds and smaller hail. But it does look like we have a potential for some decent moisture, particularly along that Kansas and Nebraska border with some slow movement of these cells. As far as the winds go, we could see those gusts anywhere 45, 55 miles per hour as those storms kind of move through here this evening. So it's going to be marginally severe, maybe 1 or 2 warnings is possible during that evening hours. And then once that activity clears the area tonight, we'll see lows drop into the upper 50s, lower 60s. We'll see drier air move in. High pressure will build back in for at least 2 days. We're looking at southwesterly winds there tomorrow at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Highs again up there in those upper 80s, overnight lows in the upper 50s. Looks very similar there on Thursday. Winds may start shifting to a north direction ahead of that next upper level low that'll come through on Friday evening and Saturday. Saturday night, we got a pretty decent strong cold front that'll come through. Could see some locally heavy rainfall. Some of the computers are suggesting maybe 1 inch to 2 inches with that activity over the weekend. And temperatures will drop from the 90s, around 90 on Friday, to the upper 70s, low 80s on Saturday. Could be talking only upper 60s, low 70s on Sunday. Back up to 75 on Monday, then heading towards 80 on Tuesday. And it looks like next week we'll start to see things become less frequent as far as upper level lows and precipitation chances. And it does look like we'll end the month with some more seasonal type temperatures in those lower 80s and overnight lows in those middle to upper 50s.
All right, once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel for 106.1 KYVZ. I'm Joe Vazurek.